What's going on, everybody? Today we are going to be playing, or not playing, my bad. We are going to be coding the T-Rex game, like this one actually. Just the offline T-Rex game that Google has. This one, you know, it's ridiculous. They say T-Rex Dino game from Google offline mode ripped by. Oh, that's what they're saying. Oh wow, I didn't notice that. I thought they were saying the game was ripped off from Skipster, meaning Skipster made it and then Google took it. But that would have kind of meant the same thing here, and I guess Google made the game. Anyway, we're going to be making this game and we're going to be timing it. So, let's get started. I'm winging this. This is the first time I'm trying it. Unlike the Pong game we had. So, we're going to do doc type HTML. The reason I did not wing the Pong one from yesterday was because that was take 2. I had done one Sunday night, but I didn't get the actual... what's it called? The actual recording of it. I only streamed it, and it was a terrible stream. I gotta say here. I forgot to do type equals, and then this is text JavaScript. src. We got a link. Let's just copy and paste this real quick. So first we're going to be linking the library of p5. So that's p5min.js. And the JavaScript file is just named sketch.js. So I think we're good on that. We can actually come over here and say function setup, function draw. Okay, and we will do background. We will set this to 51. Let's say create canvas, and let's just say 500 by 500. Test it. Looking good. So the T-Rex game is kind of rectangular. So if we do, instead of 500, we might want to do this to like, let's do 200. 200 by 600 should be fine. There we go. That looks good. Now, within the draw function, obviously we're going to have the background. Setup. Let's make some room here. We're going to have first I'm actually going to make the keys. So var handle, not var. We're going to create the function handle keys. So this is just going to be whenever they press space or the up arrow. So, actually, I don't know if I want to make it the up arrow. Maybe I'll make it a tap or something, or click. I'm not exactly sure. So, let's do if, and I'm actually going to look into P5. P5, if we can do tap, can we do events, device orientation, so these are the rotations. Now if we do, touches, okay, so if touches, okay. System touches contains an array of positions of all the current touch points relative to 0, 0 on the canvas. Okay, so if we try, I don't know if I want to mess around with touches right now, but whatever. If touches isn't null, if there's anything touching, or if we do here, can I get like a P5 an example of this? I'm not sure. Touches, we cannot. That is right. Anyways, we will just try this out. We'll do key is down, and we will go for what key should be down. Up arrow, and actually, yeah, let's go for the space bar too. Keyboard key code. I need this always up. That should be something I always have up every time. So we have space bar is 32, key is down 32, and now what we have to do is check for the mouse click. So if we go back to events, and we do a mouse is pressed. So if we do or mouse is pressed, here we will do mouse is pressed. There we go. I'm actually going to move them on separate lines. That should be fine. So now we have all those keys, and real quickly I'm going to say var y velocity, and we are going to set here y velocity. I'm actually going to spell it out because why is it doing that? Okay, and then y velocity equals 0. You know what? I'm naming it yvel. Y velocity. So if we do, if the key is down, then we need to say y velocity plus equals, well, actually no. If on ground, then we need to say y velocity plus equals 5 or something, some arbitrary amount, because we don't technically, here, I'm actually going to, I know I'm going to need that later, so I'm just going to, here, on ground. So, this is going to be for the jumping. Really, it's only one key, which is funny. So, handle key. Now, if we actually need the dinosaur itself. So, I would say I want to create the variable dinosaur, but I don't think we need to create a variable for it. It's just such a simple thing. I'm not going to actually do a dinosaur. I think I'm going to do an ellipse. So, ellipse. If we do it at the around here, maybe. Or you know what? We'll keep the x value at 20 and put the y value at 20 also, and we'll have the radius at 20. So this will be, okay, maybe we'll have the radius as like 40 or something. Let's try that. That looks better. So if we now do, let's try fill, and we're just going to put, let's make it red. Oh, my bad. I think this needs to be in quotes. Here we go. Nice. There we go. Okay. So now that's red. If I knew how to, I kind of want to rotate an image and make it seem like the ball is rotating, but if we just keep it as an ellipse like this, I think we should be fine. Maybe we can add some decorations later, but right now it's just going to be a red ball. Actually, you know what? Let's make it a purple ball. Looking good. Okay. So the obstacles are going to be a separate function. We're going to say function handle, or yes, update obstacles. I don't know if that's how you spell obstacles. Obstacles or obstacles. This is supposed to be an A right here. There we go. Okay. So this is going to, it won't create a new obstacle. We will actually have a, you know what? I don't even know if we need an update obstacles. I think we just need new obstacles. New obstacles. I mean, new obstacle. Okay, and we'll have an array of the on-screen obstacles. Obstacles. There we go. Equals, and it's going to be an array. No, an array. There we go. Okay. Now, when we call new obstacle, we will say obstacles dot push, and we will push something. Right now I'm just gonna obstacle OBS, same thing. We will want to do new obstacle, and we will want to do update obstacles. There we go. Let's create this function. Gonna create it above. So update obstacles is just going to loop through the obstacles array, obstacles, and we're going to say we are going to draw them. So let's see. This is kind of, we need to be able to draw them and move their position. We need a speed variable then. This is what I'm doing. Var speed. I'm literally coming up with this on the fly right now, so that's why this is being like this. So obstacles is an array. If we do for var I and we say we need to draw them, I think within update obstacles we are also going to check for a collision. So if we do that, we need multiple things. We need to be able to delete the obstacle that is deleted at the end. So really we can't do this. We have to say I equals obstacles dot length, and we have to say I is greater than or equal to 0, and then we have to say I minus minus, because we want to loop through them backwards, because we are most likely going to be removing the front end of the array each time, and if we don't run it backwards, then I could go out of bounds and we could get an array index out of bounds exception, and that's just because we delete something in the array while incrementing I. But if we go reverse order, then we've already bypassed the element that we've deleted. So there's no errors here, or shouldn't be. So if we say if, and this is just going to be obstacles of I, and I'm going to create this in a little bit, dot, and it's going to be dot x, it's going to be, I think, a vector. No, you know what I think I should do? I think I should just create a function. I'm not exactly sure. I think what I have to do is create class JS. I'm not exactly sure how to do this. I only know how to prototype. So they have, yes, okay, new rectangle, yes, class rectangle. So prototype methods. This is kind of what I know. Nah, I'm just gonna go for a prototype. I don't know how to do classes quite yet. I'll probably learn those off camera, but this means I'm going to need to add another obstacle.js. Doing this a little bit more robust, kind of, but if we do function obstacle, this is going to be very basic. I don't even need that, right? No, I don't know. I'm going to move this over here just in case I accidentally show something I don't necessarily want to be showing. I'm going to look in an older, here we go, animation handler. No. Timer.js. Function timer, we do have. Okay, so that's how we do it. This is fine. I can show that if I do so want to. This is just something I've done in the past. I'm currently working on another project. So we do have these parentheses here. This is where all the global variables go. So var x, var size, and that's all. That's all we have to have. I know you probably shouldn't use prototyping for this. Prototype, prototype dot obstacle or obstacle dot prototype. Yeah, okay, that's what it is. This needs to be lowercase. This needs to be obstacle dot prototype. I should have named these rock or something because obstacle is such a difficult thing to type out. Okay, dot. We'll just say draw. And we will say equals function. I'm pretty sure it has to be like this. There we go. So if we do, this will be a rectangle at a certain height, which the x will be at x, the y will be its size. I think it'll be size. No. Okay, it's gonna be the window width and height. So, so this is what's difficult here. Yeah, I don't really know. See, I would do a draw function, but I think we're gonna not. It'd just be easier to not have to do that. If we just say, if it's on screen, so if obstacles of I dot x is greater than, because it's got to be greater than, because on screen nothing below 0 for on the x-axis is going to be on screen, because the screen only spans between 0 and 600. So if we say if obstacles of I dot x is greater than 0, which it does have to be greater than 0, but also it needs to be a little bit greater than 0. So essentially what we have to do with that is give it a little bit of leeway. So it needs to be something more like -30. I don't know what the maximum size of the square or obstacle will be, but we will just go for that. Now if we have, so if it's greater than that, we are going to draw it. So if it's on screen, then we draw it. And that's essentially what we're going to be doing right here. So rect, let's actually make a var horizon, and we are just gonna set this equal to height. We're gonna say height minus, let's say 50. No, let's do 40. Let's go for 40. Also in the draw function, we need to draw the horizon. Draw horizon. Okay. And then this will just be line 0 horizon to the width horizon. Okay, that didn't work. Inspect. Okay, we have height, width, HEI. Oh, right, because, okay, horizon. Let's do horizon equals, okay, and the reason for that is because up here it's saying, okay, so what it was saying is that height is not defined, which essentially means I was trying to use height, which is a property of P5, which allows you to get the canvas height, but that did not exist yet because we had created the canvas within this function setup, and when we had horizon up here, the canvas wasn't a thing yet. So now it should be working. We do have another error. Oh right, push of undefined. Obstacle stop push. Do I have new obstacle called? Yes, but I don't necessarily want to be doing that. I will debug that later. So we do have the what am I trying to say here? The horizon line. I do want this to be white 255. No? Okay, hang on. it needs to be stroke 255. Let's make this gray. I'm not feeling the purple right now. I don't know why. Can I do that? There. Okay, that's good. That'll be good. So now it is good. I needs to only be greater than okay, this is what's weird. If it equals obstacles.length, then we have no obstacles. What if we have 0 obstacles? That is the question. Yeah, because that's what it's doing. It's saying I equals obstacles.length, and the length of obstacles is clearly 0. It's gonna try and check this, and it is equal to 0, when in reality there is no what's it called? There's nothing in the inside of the array itself. So if we go, of course, on ground isn't going to be a thing yet. So we have update obstacles. We have handle key. Actually, I'm gonna do handle T-Rex. I always put the T after the X in T-Rex, and it looks like T-Rexed. T-Rexed. So that's that. Here we handled keys, but right here we are actually going to give it some gravity. So if we do y velocity, this is going to be the y velocity. Okay, so your velocity is going to be 0 when you're on the ground. But, and we're going to check. So if, and we need to check y, here we need just a y, var, y. Let's set y equal to y vel equal to 0. It will say if, actually no, my bad. This needs to be y actually needs to be 20. So, what I need to check for is whether the, here, let me shift this a little bit. I'm not liking how close it is. Oh, goodness. Hiccups. I'm not liking how close it is to the actual, what's it called? Edge of the screen. So if we have, if the y plus the radius of the sphere, which is going to be 20, is greater or less than or equal to, actually no, only greater than. If it's greater than, what does it have to be greater than? It needs to be greater than the horizon. So if it's greater than the horizon, then we are going to pull it down. And we are going to say on ground equals false. So that's that. Oh, my bad. Var on ground. Let's do on ground equals false. Let's make speed. You know what? Never mind. My bad. Because speed is going to be completely independent from what the actual game is playing at. Well, that's a different story right now. So on ground is now defined. If it's not greater than the horizon, then we're going to say on ground equals true. Really, we could condense this since we're just saying whether it's greater than the check. We're really just comparing it to this Boolean. But instead of doing that, because on ground, when on ground is false, we actually want to decrease the y velocity. We will just do that here. So y velocity, and we're going to say this is equal to itself minus, and what should it be? We're going to have some sort of, it's going to be somewhat complicated. It's going to be equal to, we're going to subtract, let's just go for 1. Let's just subtract 1 each time. So if it's on the ground, then obviously y velocity equals 0. And we don't want it moving. So now if we try and draw the, no, we can't draw quite yet because we need to set the y equal to, or y plus equals y velocity. There we go. So now that's just, moving movement. There we go. Why did I quit Minecraft? I really just wasn't feeling it anymore. So why is this happening? That's very odd. If key is down, I don't really understand why that's happening, because we have none of these set to, yeah, I'm confused. I'm confused about why on ground is working. Let's keep this on one line. See if that changes anything. Nope, it does not. So one of these, one of these is true, and I don't understand why it's true. None of these should be true. Let's comment this out and see if we can get a different if statement in here. If key is down, and we'll just say up arrow. Let's just try that. So there we go. So that time is fine. Let me delete this then, and let me uncomment out this code. Let's get rid of touches, because that might be the case. Okay, that was the case. Touches is not a, I guess it's just not a thing. I don't know, I'll have to check later. Yeah, I'll check with that later. So if it's not on the ground, we are going to be saying that the y velocity is changing. So this is y. The y is equal to 20, but what is it? I know Minecraft is dying. I've been playing other games. Aw, shucks. Yeah, it is dying, you're right. Thanks for the compliment, I appreciate it. So if we have, so if y plus 20 is greater than the horizon, then we want to decrease, here, let's log on here. Console.log flag. Okay, so it's not greater than the horizon for some reason. So y, oh, it's gotta be less than. I always get this incorrect. Oh, and it flew up. Really, we just need this, and we need to subtract from there. Ah, nice. Okay, so it's on the ground, but we want y velocity to, okay, so it's on the ground. So if it's on the ground, then we want to say, that it's not on the ground. Because obviously if we jump, we know that it's not going to be on the ground anymore. It's going to be equal to false. Oh, well, I was wrong. Let's bring back that console.log. And let's keep this on ground. Ground equals false. There we go. Okay, that's very odd. So we have on ground, kind of working. We do want, maybe if we subtract even more. Let's try that. So it's still on the ground. Let's see. Is it because we handle... Maybe we need to... I don't know. This is just something I always try. If we put that there, we put this here, changes nothing. Let's move that back. Okay, let's see. We're having technical difficulties. Instead of logging y velocity, instead of okay, so it's equal to -10. Okay. Maybe what this needs to happen is that movement. There we go. Oh wow, that's laggy. It's kind of laggy. I don't know. Let's change the frame rate a tad. Well, I don't know. Why was it? I think it's because we're logging everything. But there we go. We have the basics down. Now, if we need to add the obstacles, we have to essentially keep track of the speed. So, if it's on screen, I'm gonna be drawing a rectangle, starting from the horizon line, and we're gonna say, not the horizon, my bad. It needs to be at the obstacle's x coordinate. You know what? We're going to create an x equal to obstacle.x because it just looks nicer. So x plus, we don't want to be necessarily, getting it every single time typing this whole thing out. Anyways, so we're going to be starting at the rectangle's x coordinate, and then we're going to say from the horizon minus the size. So here I'm going to create var size equals obstacles I dot size minus size. So we're drawing it from the top left, and so if I were to just say at the horizon line, it would draw from here and it would go down this way. But really we need to offset it by the size of it, since they're just going to be squares. We just need to be on the lookout for making sure that they are actually on the horizon. Now if we do, you know what, let's add a color to the obstacles. Var color. Why not? Okay. So now we're going to say it's going to be that size, and it's also going to be size. There we go. So that's that. Update obstacles is good. Now what we can do is say, I don't exactly know how these obstacles should be created, but I think it should be some sort of timing factor. So the speed is going to start at 1. And every once in a while, here, we will check. Now we're kind of getting into the more difficult parts of the... Can I do frame count? Here, let's see. Frame count, here we go. If frame count mod, and we will say every couple of seconds, maybe, I think that's 6 seconds? No, 4 seconds, my bad. Let's actually do 120. We're going to say speed times equals 1.1. And that is just going to increment speed, and it'll get increasingly faster over time, which is what we want. So we're good in that respect. Oh, we can actually put full screen. I did not know that. Wow. Oh, that's neat. Oh, that's so cool. I didn't know you could do that. Okay. Let's do this. Let's go for when the speed changes. Whenever the speed changes, which is every 2 seconds, which probably won't be quick enough. Let's just do it on a random number generator. So random, and we'll say from 0 to 5 or 4, really doesn't matter, is greater than, let's say 2. So about half the time. You know what, we're just gonna do greater than 0.5, because that's easier to recognize. So if we have that, then they will be coming at a constant stream, and we will just be incrementing the speed. So what we have to do is say new obstacle, and that's where that's going to be. So we're good on that, and then we are going to update them. So we are going to say it's got to be before this if statement. Here, let's have this obstacles I dot x. Now this is weird now. Plus equals speed. I think that's what needs to be first. If we do that, then that will essentially move them. And if it's greater than -30, then we draw it. And we also need to check for the collision. We will check for the collision in a little bit. Right now, we are just going to delete from the stack. From array. Here we go. How do you do that again? JS delete from array. And we do splice, yes. So we do obstacles dot splice. I'm pretty sure it's the index, so I, and 1. So that's going to delete it from the array itself, but we are never checking the 0th obstacle. What we need to do is create an obstacle. So if we have, I'm just going to say obstacles, it's just going to, we're just going to create a new obstacle because we need 1 in there at all times. Well, see, that's the problem. We're looping it in reverse. Is there a better way to loop in reverse? JavaScript. I'm 99% sure this is how you loop in reverse. Yes, this is okay. We do I minus 1. That's what it is. And that's why this is like that. Okay, I knew that was peculiar. It shouldn't loop at all if we're just doing it from reverse. So if we have if it's on screen, we're good. We deleted it from the array. We also have to check if we collide with it. So what we have to do is say if the x value is, it's also got to be, okay, it needs to be, see, this is weird. So the point here, if I could draw this out, paint. If only I had a whiteboard and I could show you guys. Whoa, open in 3D. Paint 3D. Yo, I'm using this. Okay, neat. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Oh, and it has, oh, that's so cool. Okay, so let's say that we have we have the obstacle right here. And here, I'll actually move it this way a tad more. Here, I'll make multiple. I'll make one there, and then we will have our. Can I just do this? Can I fill it with something? Fill. Remix 3D. Can I fill this? Nope. Okay. Oh, yes, I can. Here, let's make that. Enter. There we go, and use the fill tool. Neato. That's our player. Now on that player, we have a dot in the middle, and that's the center of the actual thing itself. Now on these squares, their alignment, I guess you could call it the alignment property of it, is going to be top left, whereas here it's going to be in the middle. So what we have to do is we have to check the distance between this point and this point. And I feel like using distance is much better than using, static greater than or equal to. But I think we might just have to do the static greater than or equal to things. So really, what needs to happen? So we need to check if the boxes, no, okay, I was wrong. We do need to check distance. So what is the minimum distance we can be from it? So when we check distance, we are checking a radius. We check however large the distance is, we check that radius. And that's what makes it difficult to actually do the checks themselves, is because we have to, it's a square. And so if we just had two circles, it would be much better, but we have these corners on the square. Now what we could do is try and center align the point at which we're calculating the distance, and we could put the curve like this. And so technically you could get away with scraping the edge of it, and I think that's what we'll do. So when we do that, it's going to be drawing here. Actually, we want to draw it here. So let's make it draw correctly first. So the size is going to be kind of a radius, not a size. Radius. All of this is going to be changed to radius. Let's do radius. There we go. This also needs to be changed to radius. And we will have here, I'm going to do XRC because we are going to have to create a color for all of them. Now we say equals X, right? No, we can't do that. Okay. Oh, right. We don't even need an X. If we have X equals, and it's always going to be essentially 600, but we'll offset it by a few pixels. So what we have to do is we have to draw it from this point. From this point, we have to figure out, well, no. We don't need to draw it differently. We just need to check the, we just need to offset the hitbox, which is going to be interesting. Normally you'd think you change where you draw it to make it match up with the hitbox, but really we're going to be offsetting the hitbox. So if the X coordinate minus, no, plus, because it's always going to be to the right of. And when you go to the right, it's always going to be increasing. So it's going to be x plus the radius divided by 2. And that is right there. That is the point there. That's what we're looking at. This point right here. That's going to be the radius x. Now, if we have, well, now we have to center the y-axis also. So right now we have it drawn at horizon minus radius. Really what we need to do is do a distance function. Let's check P5 for a distance function. There we go. Let's see. This is kind of on the fly. Distance. Okay, let's see. So we have a distance, and we just kind of say distance, and we get the int of it, and we just say line. Okay, x1, y1, x2, y2. So we'll say x1 equals x plus radius divided by 2. You gotta create a var for this. Var y1 equals, this is going to be equal to horizon minus radius divided by 2. Because the radius is going to be the radius. We don't want the diameter or anything. Or actually, yes, okay, technically radius is just changing these back to size. I apologize, but I'm changing these back to size. Shouldn't be too much. So if distance, so we gotta check the distance. Let's quickly make this, and that, and that. Okay. And then we will go over here, and we will replace this with size. There we go. So if the distance between x1, y1, and... whoa, what else does it need to be? The x and y of our dino, which is 40, comma, and then y. So if the distance of, between those two, is less than, and we need to figure out what it needs to be less than. So it needs to be less than if we shove them right next to each other. So it's got to be less than, here, if we say, I'll use this color now, less than that distance plus this distance. So we got to get the radius of this one and the radius of this one, add them together. That is the minimum distance they can be from each other without being hit. So we will go back to here, and we will say size divided by 2. We have a lot of size divided by 2. We'll do var s2 equals size divided by 2. And we'll just say S2, S2, S2 plus, and this is going to be the radius of our ellipse. So our ellipse is currently 40 in diameter, which is going to mean 20 in radius. So if that's less than that, then there was a collision. Collision, no! Oh goodness. Can't have any collisions in here. Did I spell that correctly? Yes, I did. Neat. Good to know. So, now, we've checked for the collision. This means they collided. This means game over. So, we need to do... can we do stop loop? How do we stop looping in P5? I'm not exactly sure. No loop. I'm pretty sure it's no loop. Yes. No loop. Here, we'll do... let's just say... text. We'll just say text game over and we will say text align, width divided by 2, height divided by 2, and we will do, oh, my bad, this one, that should be there. Okay, that should be there. Text align needs to be center, and we'll do text size here. We'll change the text size later on. Game over, and then we will say press F5 to restart. You know what? We will do text size. I'm pretty sure that's how you do it. Text size, yes. We'll say 20, and up here it needs to be 30. Or 40. Why not make it 40? The height plus 40. Press F5 to restart. That's just the display that comes up when you lose. So we no loop, and we say press F5 to restart. Every frame, we are going to want to increment their score. So let's say score equals y velocity equals 0, and we will say score plus plus. That's what we are going to be doing, and we are going to be drawing that to the screen. So if we do text, it's always going to be center line, or center aligned, but if we do text size to 20, and we say score, and we'll concatenate it with score, and we say it will be at, it shouldn't be width divided by 2. Yeah, we'll just make it width divided by 2. Yeah, whatever. Okay. And we'll say 30. So what does this look like now? Looking good. Maybe we should, I don't know, maybe we should not do this every 2 seconds. Random obstacle is actually going to be within an if statement. Frame count mod 30. We don't want that getting too crazy. We'll keep the score as it is. We do not have text align set to center, and I think that's because we don't do it here. Text align, and we will say center. There we go. Down here, there's no need for changing the size again. So there we go. Now all we need to do is say new obstacle, var obstacle equals new obstacle. What I need to do actually is capitalize this O. Can I rename? Capital O. That's a nice feature. We are going to say the X value is, okay, that's obvious. Now we are randomizing the size. This is going to be from anywhere between, say, 20 to 40 for now. Color is going to be, I don't know how, you know, an easy way to get a random color is. Let's just do, okay, we will say, I forgot, my bad. The fill needs to change. But we don't currently use any coloring, so we will do that later. If we do this, obstacle is not defined. That is obvious. I should have seen that coming. Okay, Pong T-Rex index. There we go. Script obstacle. There we go. Okay, we do not have any obstacles yet, which is interesting. Let's ask obstacles. Obstacles. It's empty. It's completely empty. let's just add a new obstacle every time. We're just going to set that there. Okay, obviously nothing's working. Obstacles is set as a new, and I think what it might be is this. Nope, none of that either. Let's check obstacles. Oh, we do have obstacles. Oh, snap, that's a lot of obstacles. Wow, that's a lot. Not a number. Okay, yeah, okay, it's really going crazy. Oh, that's why. Equals 0. It actually needs to be 3 equals, my bad. So let's try this. One obstacle. Obstacle, not a number, not a number. I don't understand why. Now we have 5 obstacles. So X is not a number. I don't really understand why that's not a number. Oh, that's why. This dot size equals R. This dot color equals C. I messed up there. Now, if we check it again, we have 2 obstacles. Let's check it. The X is incrementing, and it should be decreasing. X needs to subtract from speed. Common mistake. Ah, yes. Now we have the obstacles. And they're different sizes. That's nice. Okay, we... It's just so impossible. That's why I'm laughing at it. Gravity is a bit too strong. Let's go up to where gravity kicks in. Where does gravity kick in? So if it equals that here, we're just gonna say new obstacle now. Right there. And we're gonna set speed equal to something more like 10. Because if we continue there, it's never gonna kick off or anything. Okay. Y plus equals 0.4. Let's try that. Whoa. Okay, tad too quick. Okay. Maybe 0.6 or something. Let's try. Let's try this again. I commented out a few things. So we're gonna in this department, multiply it by that. Speed, let's change that to 4. There we go. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, we have yet to die. Okay, we're good there. See, it becomes impossible. But that is fine. Oh, yeah, that's difficult. We'll say mod 45 equals 0, and then we will give it a lesser chance. So what's up with this right now? Okay, so what I think is happening is that it... So we're saying we need to be checking if y plus 20 and then plus y velocity, because those two, yes, okay, there we go. There we go. Now it's landing on the actual stuff itself, I guess. It's a little bit odd because we kind of float to the ground. But we're good. Yay! And it gets increasingly more difficult. Can we add blur to it? I want to add blur. That's what we're gonna do next. Oh snap, this is getting really, really fast. Well, we're not getting that many. Oh gosh. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's try this now. Let's go for 0.3. If it's greater than 0.3, it has an even greater chance of it. I guess modding 45 isn't the right way to go. Mod 10 is greater than 1. Well, then it could be crazy. Yeah. Greater than 9. That's what I meant to say. Let's see. Okay, well, that's not what I was going for. Okay. Oh, snap. That was crazy. We had, like, multiple in one area. You see, I want to switch up this probability a tad. Okay. That took a while. Let's see. You know what? What if we change this slightly? Okay, what I'm gonna do is multiply it by 1.05, and instead of starting it at 4, start at more like 6. There we go. It's more like it. Looking good. I think it looks good. You see, we get so many crazy breaks in between the actual things themselves. So I'm going to raise this maybe 6. 0.6 should be fine. You know what? Maybe we could use some sort of Perlin noise. I think that would be cooler to do for handling the what's it called? Yeah, let's go for one-dimensional Perlin noise. So if we say noise is greater than, or noise frame count is greater than 0.6. This will group them, I think. Oh, my bad. Here we go. Well, okay. Oh, nice. Okay, so there we have the correct what we're looking for. Right now I'm just messing around at this point. I'm gonna say var n equals noise frame count, and then we are going to say if n is greater than 0.5, we create a new obstacle with the noise function. No, with n. Obstacle. Can we do new obstacle in? Instead of this being random, we're actually gonna say in times 10. No, times 5. Okay. So they're only gonna be, oh, okay, just a tad small. Times 50, my bad. Times 50, that's what I meant to say. There we go, that's more like it. So now they're gonna be grouped more. Oh, that's difficult. I think we fall too slowly, compared to the speed. Let's see. Plus equals 0.7. I don't know, I'm just tweaking at this point. Let's see. Can we get the log of the speed? I kind of want log base 10 of the speed we're going at and add that on to, or set that equal to the y velocity so that it changes. Because, here, can we do log? Here we go. Oh, wow, that's cool. Log of something like 15 is still 2. We do want something like log. Let's just go for it. Log. Should we do something like log of frame count? But then it'd be crazy. So if we do divided by something like, I don't know, what would frame count be? As the frames increase, we get up to something like, what would log of 1000 be? Is 3. Well, obviously. I should have thought through that more. Log 1000. If we did divided by 5 or something? I don't know. I don't know exactly. Oh, didn't mean to play cricket. Let's try this. Oh, wow. What did I get up to then? We got up to 184 frames, I think. Whoa, that's crazy. We're only getting up to like 181. We're having kind of crazy, so what's log of 5 then? So 1 divided by 5 should be, Log of 181. Let's see that. Log 181 divided by 5. 0.45, that shouldn't be that bad. Let's have it let's have it logging the console. Logging to the console, my bad. Every time console.log. Here we'll say log, or the frame count. So this is the velocity. It quickly scales up to 1. That's not what I want. Let's try log of frame count. Log of frame count plus 0.5. No. Okay, yeah, that's not good. You know what? We're just going to... You see, I want a function so that... Oh, wait, no. Log of frame count. My bad. I didn't have this correctly set up. Plus 0. Actually, no, because... Negative infinity. Interesting. It's negative infinity. That's confusing. So it quickly gets up to speed to 1. It's not necessarily what I want. Whoa. What is this? Okay. Instead of that, we're just gonna do, I don't know what we should do for this. What can we do? Map, dist, floor, lerp, mag, min, norm, pow, round, square root. I don't know what we should do. I feel like it needs to be something with speed, because speed, here, we'll just do log of speed. Let's try that. Oh, I lied. Log of speed is not having it. Square root speed. Let's try this. Right, because speed is also... Okay, I'm dumb. Okay, 0.5. Plus 0.5. My bad. I am not having... Oh, no, I lied. Okay. What is this? Speed is 5. Oh, wait. No, okay. I'm gonna do log of speed. -5. Right now I'm just tweaking this. This is difficult. I'm having trouble here. Dude. -1 full thing. This is nice. That was nice. Okay, let's see. Y velocity now is going to be, okay, you know what? Here. This is what we're doing. Map, speed, or frame count. Frame count from 0, beginning from here. Okay, wait. Let's do map. Let's find map. Let's see. So 0 to width, 0, 100. What do we do for it? I think we do start 1, stop 1. Okay, yes, okay. So if we do frame count, 0, comma, let's do 3000 is going to be the max speed. The absolute max speed. Or not max speed, because that's only 50 seconds, isn't it? No. Yes. What? Yes, it's only 50 seconds. Let's do 60 seconds. Once you hit 60 seconds, you're going at the max speed, and it's not really gonna get that much more difficult. So it's gonna be 0.3, comma, 1.82. It's gonna go to 2. Same thing here. Gonna map it from 10 to 15. There we go. You know what? Let's make this 7.5. Just to make it that much more interesting. Didn't mean to show that. We should be fine. Wow, that's odd. Okay, now it's not allowing me to... Yo, okay, I'm really bad at this. Oh gosh. Let's make it 7 or something. Okay, nice. Okay, that's where we are going wrong. This needs to be more like 8. Goodness, that gets difficult. Okay, make it 9. Okay, that's better. So they kind of change. It kind of gets more difficult. I'm not exactly sure. Okay, it seems tailored nicely. Yes, I'm liking it. Okay. Yeah, we're good. I think that's a good level of rigor and you know, neatness. Let's say now, okay, what I want to do is say let's say fill. Let's do obstacles I dot color. So when we create the color, we're just going to say color. Where's color? Here we go. New obstacle in. But the color is going to be here. Can we just say is there a random color? Let's see. We could do some really cool things with this, like lerp color. I think that'd be cool. But I don't think we'll get into that. I really want to, but Can we just do a random color? Okay, fine. We'll just do color like this. Color random 255. Random 255. Random 255. Here we go. Yay! This is cool. I like this. I really do like this. Oh wow, that's odd. Yep, I'm enjoying it. I get so intrigued by color. I don't know why. We could make this so much better looking, but I'm gonna leave that up to you guys. You know, if you feel like, you know, what you could do, something such as here. I've actually got to do fill 255. I gotta say no stroke. Also within there. Oh wait, no, I like that. No. Okay. It goes with the color of the one you hit. That's cool. Let's do plus 20. Yo, I could fiddle around with this forever. I'm not going to. But yeah, that's all I got for today. I'm actually enjoying this thoroughly. So if you guys have enjoyed, please be sure to come back for tomorrow, because I will be doing the same thing tomorrow. I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Code, as always, is on the GitHub. Anyways, I will see you all later. Peace.